The Conservative Party are about to be absolutely routed in a general election where the British public are going to gift a supermajority to a Labour Party who've given absolutely no indication of having any clear policy direction or indeed of being fit for office. How did we end up in this predicament? Here are 5 reasons. And number 5, Brexit. The British public voted to leave the EU, giving us a wonderful opportunity for self-determination and national renewal. The possibilities were endless in terms of trade deals and in terms of control of our national borders. Suddenly we were not beholden by the endless red tape and regulations of the EU. We were free to restructure our economy in the interests of the British people. It should have been an incredibly exciting creative opportunity for the UK. Instead, the Conservatives totally failed to grasp the nettle. Instead, the EU seemed to extract an insane amount of money from us, purely so that we could get out of their anti-democratic globalist grip. Major trade deals never materialised, and our national borders remained leakier than a Thames water sewage pipeline. At number 4, the NHS. The NHS has been an abysmal, perma-failing money pit for decades. A dismal socialist hangover that hasn't been fit for purpose since at least the 1970s. The Conservatives have had 14 years to make the radical changes our healthcare system so desperately needs. Instead, we're now at the point where access to treatment is practically non-existent to anyone who doesn't have private health cover. And yet we continue to pump billions upon billions of pounds into the NHS to pay the eye-watering salaries and pensions of several strata of management who do precisely nothing while your granny lies on a trolley in a dirty hospital corridor, horrifically neglected and praying that death will come for her soon. And number 3, taxation. Traditionally, a vote for conservatism is a vote for small state and low taxes. And yet here we are after 14 years of Conservative rule with the highest taxes in 70 years and horrific levels of public sector waste, with sickening amounts of taxpayers' money being wasted on thousands of DEI lived experience officers and managers in government departments that have no real reason to exist at all. Who knows how many millions of people in this country are enjoying state-funded non-jobs in the public sector. Lazy, long-term sick leave, shirking from home parasites. And number 2, immigration. The mass influx of millions of unskilled third-world migrants into this country in recent years is like nothing we've ever seen in this country's history. Repeatedly promising to get things under control, the situation has in fact worsened considerably under the Tories, to the extent that this country is now unrecognisable. Crime and social division is now absolutely ubiquitous. Public services are overwhelmed to the point of total dysfunction. The world has come to us with their begging bowls out, and this Conservative government has tossed our tax money at them. And the number 1, COVID. 2 years of total lockdown to tackle a virus with a fatality rate of less than 1%, a barely tested vaccine that we were all coerced into taking, a government full of ministers taking the opportunity to hand out contracts to their mates and despicably line their own pockets, whilst they kept the rest of us locked in our homes, plunged into poverty and damaged our children's education. Not just unforgivable, but criminal. Several ministers who served during the pandemic should be rotting in prison. That was just 5 ways in which the Tories wrecked Britain, and this time next month they'll be out of office for the foreseeable future. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Only 40% of people who watch my videos are actually channel subscribers, so please do take a second to click that subscribe button. And if you can, please do support me on Patreon for exclusive content every week. New live stand updates in London, Manchester, Billericay, Swindon and Southampton, including a double header with the exceptional Australian comedian Steve Hughes that's going to sell out almost straight away. Ticket links beneath this video. My most recent stand-up performance was filmed and is now available to view on the Comedy Unleashed YouTube channel. Again, there'll be a link for that beneath this video. Thanks for watching.